Hey, Michelle, Coach Kyle here. So with the here we got the Phoenix Mesa half marathon. You're asking about pacing strategies, and this is a fantastic course, net downhill. Um, it's going to be a good run, and you're looking to PR. And you said you're let's see, I think I can pretty easily since. So your last since my last average was a 10:42, and yeah, you basically run that rough speed for most of your runs. Whether you do a workout with easy, some moderate, some far like miles, and then a cool down, or you just go out and run for 4 or 5 miles, you're basically around that 440 to or no that 1040 to 1055 pace. I think you ran 12 at a 1059 pace, and that was just going out and running easy, moderate for 12 miles. So no doubt you can PR at this race. Number one rule is, don't forget the 6 Ps. Proper pacing prevents piss poor performance. And with that, I would basically run, 10:30 something, maybe, 10:40 something for, once in a while throughout the entire distance. What I do with my watch here, is I have it auto lap every mile, and I have it show me my current split pace. That means for that current split, that current lap of the current mile I'm on, it has my average speed. So, if you're out and you're running, mile two, let's say you're at mile 2.2, and it's auto lapping every mile. So at mile 2.2, your current lap pace is 10:35, then that's perfect. And I also put on here, so I'll have the distance, current lap pace, and total average pace. So, it might say distance 2.2, current average, current lap pace 10:35, and total average 10:40. So that means that for that current mile, you're running a 10:35 average for that point two of the current mile. And for the entire run, you're averaging a 10:40. And basically what I would do is, looking at the pace chart here, up until about mile 11, mile 10, I would keep it real nice and easy at that 10:30 to 10:45 speed. I wouldn't go faster than 10:30. So you said your main goal is to PR, and so let's not do 10-minute miles here. Let's PR. Let's have a really great run and feel super well for it, and then just run a nice 10:30 something speed for the first 10 miles, and then once you get to mile 10, you'll have 5K left, and you can really kind of crush it after that. Don't sprint, but you can really run pretty hard for the last 5K, and you're not going to hit the wall or bonk or anything with 10 miles of easy to moderate running and a hard final 5K. You can basically run as kind of hard as you want for that final 5K, and you'll run into the race, you run into the finish, you'll have a great first 10 miles, a strong final 3.1 miles, and that's a really good overall way to run a half marathon. So they have aid stations pretty frequently. Do they have them listed on here? Turns. I think the aid stations were every 2 miles, which is pretty good. So what I would do for this is I would bring a small water bottle with me probably, and I would sip it along the way. Just whenever I feel like I need to sip it, I would maybe refill it halfway or so if it empties out. And if I think I want a little extra water, I would put a little bit extra in there at some aid station along the way. Have your typical breakfast in the morning. The race starts at 6:30, so it should be a great day for it. I checked out the weather; it looks fine, and I would have normal breakfast, maybe around 5:30 or so. Go out and maybe do a little walk or a tiny little 10-minute walk jog, and then immediately before the race, I would have a little something, maybe some sort of gel something, half a bagel, like 10 minutes before the race. And then I would probably have some sort of nutrition at the halfway mark, maybe at 5 and 10 miles into it. Um, just I would maybe put a couple of gels in a belt, or just take something off the course. It's kind of up to you with that, kind of how you want to do it, but yeah, it should be a good run. And like you said, we've been basically running your last half's average for for most of your runs. So I think you're gonna have a really good run, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do on that day. So let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, yeah, it should be a good day. So hope you found this helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.